That's all I got for you.
Damn, too, you be cooking.
What's up? Hello. Hey, how are you? My name is Mingo. These are more of my car chronicles because I have a long drive back. Okay. So let's talk about reasons to be single, right? If you were looking for a sign, looking for some help to convince you to sit down and play by yourself, this is it. Here I am. Reasons to be single. So I have this one person in my life. They could very well be being facetious, but I don't take it no kind of way. Because they always say, man, you are so fine by yourself. Oh my God, I admire you. You are so strong because you are just able to be alone by yourself. You are so like independent because you're just by yourself. I really feel like a shade because I don't think people understand the value of being by your goddamn self. I think it's shade, but I don't take it as shade because I value that in me too. It's been a long time coming, baby. I've been trying to get here for years, right? And it wasn't until I was completely and utterly destroyed, right? Until I was like really ready to end it all, that I was able to be comfortably alone, right? That's a flex to me, if you ask me. Society and life and movies and Disney movies and churches and all the movies and all the shows and all the songs and the topics on social media really will have you thinking codependency is fine because everyone is just so damn codependent. Let me get to my points. Let me stop rambling and just get to my points. All right, point number one, reasons to be single. Why? Because men aren't that great. If you date women, that's another thing, because right now I'm talking about men. Men are not that great. I'm just playing. Men are awesome, but here's the thing. Great partners for women, rarely. So I could tell a man, yes, I would like a man to be thoughtful, considerate, consistent, and generous, right? And he's going to say, thoughtful, okay, thoughtful. Women like flowers. Flowers are thoughtful. And considerate, okay, so it would be nice of me, considerate, to get her oil changed for her. Yeah, that's cool. And take out the trash. Cool little roommate vibes. And then consistency, so I'm gonna take her on date nights, maybe once, twice a month. Yeah, that'll be all right. Yeah, she'll like that. She'll appreciate that. Yeah. And then generous. So what is that? Presents. Dang, this a lot of money spending. B-words be gold diggers. Give me somebody that want my loyalty, my time. When none of those things require a dime. All right, men are like really concerned about you stealing all their money and cheating on them, making a fool of them with your infidelity. Just all these things that don't like really ever even happen. And like way less concerned with handling their business, which is making you happy. They're not. One thing, as a woman, we should learn from men is how to put ourselves first, because that's all they're good at. They're good at a lot of things, and they're really good at putting themselves first. They're really good at having fun in life. Men are useful. Business partners, they're kind of a distraction there. Confidants, hanging out, drinking, having fun, going out for drinks so you don't get hit on because you're with a man. They serve so they can build things and work on cars. Men have a lot of value, baby. That's not what I'm not saying they're not worth a damn. What I'm saying is, as a partner, it's going to be it's rare that you will find a good man, right? And it's pointless to try to turn all these random regular men into the good man that you need. Be for real with yourself. Be for real. Be for real. You don't have to take that. You could just wait. You could just wait on God, on the universe to send you someone that you don't have to train. Number 2, we gotta stop serial dating, right? I had to I wanted to be single for the longest because I'm like, dang, I'm always in a relationship. And even if I'm not in a relationship, I'm always like heartbroken because I'm not in that relationship I was just in. And then when I meet somebody new, it's like I'm still thinking about that last relationship. And the only reason I'm really like vibing with this new guy is because he kind of take my mind off of it sometimes. I want my mind to be taken off of it, and he's doing good enough, you know? And so when I let him into my heart, he's still like sharing it with or I'm still missing pieces because I'm so heartbroken, woo, until he breaks my heart. Okay, so now I have pieces missing, he broke it, and I'm looking for the next one. I am effing tired. It's not just me. If you watch that You Business with Joe, with the psycho stalker man, he was always like stalking the one girl, but like having these flashbacks, putting these flashbacks out of his mind of the last girl. And it's not just because of the trauma he endured and experienced with the last girl. That's not why it's popping back in his mind. That's because that's how that goes. When you don't take the time to be by yourself and cleanse your energy of that last, I'm not saying it like, man, F him. I ain't think about him and moving on. Putting it out your mind and forcing yourself to move on into the arms and laps of someone else. No. Move on for real. Feel that pain. I'm good for avoiding some pain. I don't like that. Baby. We don't do that pain business. No, ma'am. I'm good for avoiding some pain. Okay, but don't do that. Like, feel the feels so you can let them go. You can't heal what you don't reveal. Don't reveal it on social media. Reveal it to your damn self. Stop lying to yourself. Feel the feels so you can let them go, right? Serial dater. My Venus is in Libra, and I used to like consistently date Libras, and that was kind of it for a while. I love Libras. Okay, but my Venus is in Libra, and I read somewhere that when your Venus is in Libra, your relationship is good. It's like life is good, you know? My relationship is good, life is good, everything. I have the energy for it all, right? But when your relationship is bad and rocky, life is rocky. I don't want to do anything. My love life is in shambles, right? And I'm reading it like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That's so me. It resonates. This is not good. As if I should want to be resonating with some BS like that. That's not good. Who wants to be like that? It took me a while. I understood that's who and how I am. But then I had to also realize I don't want to be like that. That is dirty. Always needed to have a man making me happy. Especially when I got on my feminist bullshit. I'm just playing. Especially when I got out of especially when codependency led me to a toxic and abusive relationship, and I wanted with all my might to be by myself. When I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't want to hear voices. None but the ones in my head, baby. I had to be traumatized into loving this single life. I don't want you to go through that. People will use whatever to negate what you're saying, and that's fine. As long as you understand, as long as we have this understanding that I'm not scorn and trying to sour your parade. I've been through things, and I've reflected, and I've thought, and I've come to conclusions, and I'm just sharing them. Maybe you don't need to decompress. Maybe you just need to bounce from Maybe you got it. Shit. You need to decompress, and you need to be by yourself. And here's the thing: when you get alone, when you get to be by yourself, you're gonna start realizing how raw you are, right? I always knew I was cool, but I always needed somebody to validate that, right? And the easiest way to get validation outside yourself, that you're really as raw, like you and your totality is really as raw as you think it is being in a relationship. When you have someone that thinks you're so raw that they don't want to be with anyone don't want to be with anyone but you. Monogamy. That proves how raw you are, right? You got someone to commit themselves to you. No. Actually, no. Say battery came on. Actually, no. Actually, you need to be able to validate that you look way rawer. If it is way rawer, it's not about looking rawer. You are way rawer when you can validate yourself. When you don't need anything outside yourself to be happy. Everybody tries to say that single women are bitter and angry and alone and crazy and their cat must not be good because they can't keep a man and blah 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 blah. Now single man on the other hand can do what they want to do. He's playing the field, weighing his options, living his life, enjoying himself. He'll settle down when he's ready. He gets all the freedom to do that, which hence why I'm not talking to men. Probably like I'm not talking to you, okay, because you have the freedom to be alone. And a lot of men, okay, it would behoove you to be single too, because a lot of men, y'all just hop from woman to woman to woman, house to house to house to house, being roommate after roommate after roommate. Okay, y'all don't know how to be by yourselves either. But it doesn't, I don't think it damages you. A lot of y'all need supervision. And I don't think it damages you as much as it damages women. So I'm talking to women. You're raw. When you get alone and you get comfortable being by yourself, here's another thing. It'll be way easier to spot BS. Way easier. Like way easier. When you treat yourself well, for real, in real life, real life, when you like don't stand for BS, like you are in control of what you tolerate, accept, and you don't bend on that stuff. Once you get yourself together, like once you date yourself and you treat her well, when people start giving you crumbs and scraps that you used to accept, it don't look right no more. It don't feel right no more. It can't rock no more. We've all accepted crumbs just to say we got something. We've all done that. That's the thing women do. We are kind of like conditioned to accept crumbs. You'll see a lot of shows with a very attractive woman, not even always mom, very attractive woman with an average man. You always see that, even in the movies. So the very attractive boss with the lowly cook, gardener. There's nothing wrong with being a cook or a gardener, but women are taught to humble yourself, play small, stay small. You don't want to upset the man. You have to do all these things so you can get a man. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do the other thing, because men don't like that. Okay? Treat yourself good. What do you like? What do you want a man to do for you? Do it for yourself, right? So when he ain't coming with it, you like, what is this? And you can't, before you even bounce on him, you could just bounce to the next thing. And next thing being back to yourself. We don't have to be this codependent. I just refuse to believe that. There's also this such thing, because I know I sound like a sour apple bitter Betty, but I'm not bending on what I'm saying, because codependency ruins lives. My rock bottom may not look like your rock bottom. I still don't want you to meet where rock bottom is. I could be by myself. There's a lot of BS you could avoid being by yourself. Divinity exists, right? You have a list of wants and needs for your partner. Make one. If you can't like readily just spit it out off the top, make a list of what you want and need from your partner. I need consistency. I need reassurance badly, and I need I need him to be a hard worker, baby. A romance without finance is a nuisance, baby. I don't do and I don't mean like a good scammer. I mean a hard worker. Yeah, that's non-negotiable. I would want for him to have a sense of humor, be funny. I make myself laugh, so I don't really need him to be funny, but I would want someone I could laugh with. I want someone open-minded with values and beliefs, a belief system that blah blah. Actually, I kind of need all that. Why settle? Why say I would want this, but if I don't get it, I'm okay? Why not? Why would you be? Why would you be okay with not getting everything you wanted? You're a princess. You can get everything you want. And it exists. You don't have to keep kissing frog after frog after frog. You don't have to keep building frog after frog after frog. Because let me tell you something. You can't turn no frog into no prince. You might can turn a boy into a man. You might. But a frog. And these N-words be frogs. I'm just playing. They're great. Okay, no, for real. Think about it. Of course, like the relationships in my past, I picked raw people. I was gonna say, like, think about it. You'll be loving somebody dirty draws, and then y'all break up, and it's like, ugh. Okay, I don't have that problem because I be picking. I love raw. They raw from the jump until I'm done, and after that, they raw. So I can't relate to that. And you don't have to also. You don't have to like shade people or decide they're trash to be done with them. Y'all could just not have worked, right? So I look back on those relationships and they were lessons. Some way more enjoyable lessons than others. And I did learn and I did enjoy the time. But like as far as like my wants and needs being fulfilled, first of all, I was too young to even know what I really wanted and needed from a man. I was too young, I was learning. But now that I really know what I want and need from a man, think about it. Now that you know, once you find out, think about the people you've been with that satisfied all those wants and needs. All of them. Not majority, all of them. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real. With yourself. Be for real. All of them, half of them. No, they didn't. They didn't. We might be like, oh, well, I'm not perfect, so I don't have to have. Let me tell you something. Work on yourself until you're damn near perfect so you can stop accepting projects. Okay? So you can stop accepting the bare minimum. Just stop. I feel like once women stop accepting the bare minimum, men will figure out how to be better people. That's why I'm not talking to men. Who run the world? Girls. It run everything. F that noise. They all say it. They all know it. But it's like you gotta run it. It can't be running you in order for women to really run the world like they do. You feel what I'm saying? Be by yourself. You're raw. And there is such thing as divinity. That was point number 3. There is such thing as divinity. So you have this list of wants and needs, and there's someone that satisfies them all. I was gonna say damn near them all, but make a long list too. Long list. Get real indignant, okay? There's somebody that satisfies them all. And after you're done playing, because I think dating is necessary. Listen, also, if a relationship ends, that's not a failure, right? It's okay to be single. When you do get in a relationship, when it's the time's up, let the time be up, okay? You don't have to fight for anything. You're the prize. All right? But I'm just saying, divinity exists. A divine counterpart is waiting on you somewhere. Maybe that's not for everybody, but I feel like that's for me. And me thinking that way makes this singlehood the spot for me. That's all I got for you.